After a massive service outage last night, Verizon now getting customers back online this morning. We'll have the latest for you.
Plus, it's been called one of the coolest film festivals in the world. The 20th annual Sarasota Film Festival kicks off later tonight. And out with the old and in with the new, we've got the new list of the 2018 hurricane names. Did your name make the list? We've got those stories, plus John's weekend forecast and your first alert traffic. Good Morning Suncoast starts right now.
You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6.
Good morning, early risers. We have made it together to Friday. It is April the 13th. That's right, Friday 13th. Triskaidekaphobia.
That's right. It's running rampant in here. It's not really at all. No. We're just staying away from the ladders this morning.
Should be a high of 85 degrees and plenty of humidity, you say, later on today, John.
That's it.
Back to you.
Okay, back to you. See, that's the beauty of forecasting weather in the state of Florida. Beautiful. Back to you guys.
Hey, but I do want to point out one thing, though. As we head into the weekend, we do have a risk of severe weather, and that's important. We've been talking about a first alert weather day possibility for Sunday for several days now. And in fact, we started designating Sunday a first alert weather day a couple of days ago. And that is still the case. There's a risk of seeing some severe weather with gusty winds and possibly potentially damaging winds as we head into that day. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. I just want to make a point of that. Titan radar quiet right now, and as Ray mentioned, a little bit more humidity around. The temperatures are a little warmer this morning because of that humidity. Still not quite uncomfortable, but I think tomorrow it will definitely be a humid, sticky afternoon. Not much in the way of a rainfall chance for us today. We stay dry, we stay sunny, we stay a little bit more humid. 65 in Lakewood Ranch, 65 Sarasota, 65 Bradenton. And as I mentioned, across the state of Florida on Sunday, we have that risk of severe weather. We'll be talking about that coming up in a few. Back to you.
All right, talk to you soon, John. Early buildup there at the top of your screen, 301, as you drive away from Ellington and toward Palmetto. Some issues there already. We'll watch that. Also, 301 and State Road 70, the usual congestion there. Checking farther south down the maps into the upper half of Sarasota County. Still some ongoing issues at Bee Ridge. There's an eastbound lane blockage just as you go under the interstate. Also on Clark Road, an issue there as well. And we'll go now farther south in the maps and check out that. Mostly clear in both directions. Some small delays on US 41. 6:02 right now. And here's a live look at a new exhibit back again for another year. This is in Bayfront Park, embracing our differences. There are 45 different billboard-sized works of art. Have you seen this yet, Stephanie?
I have not seen this.
Wonderful thing. The mission is to inspire and promote diversity throughout the power of art. It's on display at Bayfront Park, not too far from O'Leary's in the playground there until June 1st.
Excellent. Something to check out this weekend.
If you're on Verizon, they have been one of the thousands that lost coverage last night.
That is right. Did you feel a little cut off, missing those phone calls and ability to text all your friends? Well, you were not alone. Thousands of Verizon wireless customers were affected all the way from the Tampa and St. Pete area to just south of Punta Gorda. Now, for most of last night and early this morning, I think mine came on around 2:45 this morning, finally, phones with Verizon service were unable to make phone calls or texts or even get online. Now, some service has been restored as of early this morning. If yours isn't back yet, you are urged to use landlines in case of an emergency. Now, so far, Verizon is saying that they have been aware of the network issue. Their engineers are working on it, and they are trying to get that service back up and restored as soon as possible.
2 more Florida cities will join 10 others in a lawsuit against Governor Scott. St. Petersburg and Tallahassee announced they're suing Scott over the issue of being able to regulate firearms in their local jurisdictions. You see, state law prohibits local governments from passing gun regulations. That would cause people to move around pending a local gun law. Local officials who defy the law face a $5,000 fine and removal from office. Tallahassee is the only city that's been sued for breaking this law.
A Florida panther and her 2 kittens are now back in the wild and all together after spending months in captivity. Florida Fish and Wildlife released the panther family earlier this week. It was the first time that they've rescued, rehabilitated, and released an entire family group. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. A family group of panthers. Fish and Wildlife say that the mother was rescued back in December after she was hit by a car near Naples, and then they later found her 2 kittens and brought them to her at the rehab facility where they were all reunited together and then eventually released. Well, so long, Harvey and Irma. See you later, Maria and Nate. Those 4 names are officially retired from the list of potential storm names. Each year, the World Meteorological Organization reviews storm names, and they take out or they retire names of storms if they've been too costly or deadly. Otherwise, they can recycle storm names about every 6 years. So far, 86 names have been retired since 1954 when they first started naming them. So what are the names for this year's hurricane season? Well, according to the National Hurricane Center, there are 21 so far. No Ray, Stephanie, or John, but there is an Alberto, a Debbie, an Ernesto, Florence, Leslie, Michael, Nadine, Oscar, Patty, Raphael, just to name a few of those. I'm not sure how I feel about how Hurricane Patty. It doesn't have the force. It feels like a friendly hurricane, you know?
I heard a lot of the board's sons and daughters and grandkids. That's the names. Hey, let's use my
Oh, is that
grandson's
where they
name.
get them?
Got to come from somewhere.
Interesting. I like Hurricane Raphael. It's like an exotic hurricane.
Sounds a little bit too good.
Yes. Yes, it does.
6:05 right now, still ahead. Your first alert weather, weekend forecast, and
We are going to take you to the set of Military Makeover. They have been in town all week long. They are making over a local veterans office. Also there this week, former Navy SEAL Marcus Luttrell. His story was told in the movie Lone Survivor. He was played by Mark Wahlberg. We're going to hear from him, too, why he's been out there on set all week.
could you be more excited?
No. I can't wait for this. It's a
There's
great
an
story.
exciting shot right there of 10th and Lemon. We can spot a truck driving from right to left toward Orange. Otherwise, pretty quiet out there right now, John Scalzi.
It's a beautiful time of morning. It really is. It's gorgeous. Pollen count today is on the high side, medium high side, and that's the way it's going to be again tomorrow with tree pollen, the worst culprit. Heading to the beach today should be lovely. UV index comes in at about a 10. Plenty of sunshine around. Temperature coming in at about 85 degrees. And the good news is, as far as red tide goes, well, an offshore wind would give us aid if we did have red tide, but we don't. So our area water is showing green flags everywhere. The further south you go, the more likely you are to encounter some red tide. Catch a little bit of a sea breeze this afternoon. We'll talk about the forecast in a minute.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here. Because
Why, you don't like my hair?
The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm gonna show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do-it-yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Get to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat in Sarasota for big savings during the spring sales event. Get KBB's 2017 Best Buy Award overall winner, the Chrysler Pacifica, for just $23,999. Or save big and get the new Chrysler 300 Touring with an MSRP over $30,000 for just $21,999. That's a savings of over $8,000. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat in Sarasota today.
20 years ago, the moviegoers of Sarasota looked up at the silver screen and wanted something more. And they got exactly what they wanted. 20 years of some of the best independent films from around the world. The most iconic Hollywood stars walking the red carpet. The most glamorous parties in Southwest Florida. 20 years building up to the most exciting announcement in, well, 20 years. At the Sarasota Film Festival, April 13th to the 22nd.
Watch Good Morning Suncoast on ABC 7, weekdays starting at 5.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Now your ABC 7 First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
65 degrees, the air temperature up from about 58 degrees where we were 24 hours ago. So we're enjoying about a 7-degree increase in temperature over the last 24 hours. It's a little bit more humid. That's the reason for the increase in temperature. 62-degree dew point as opposed to the, we had some dew points that were in the 40s yesterday, 48 degrees yesterday morning. So a significant rise in moisture thanks to a little southerly component to our wind right now. That southerly component will continue on. Now, that's at the surface. Aloft, we still have dry air, and that's what this tan colorization is here on the water vapor imagery. It's a shot from a satellite of where the moisture is and where it is not in the atmosphere. The tan colorization is where the moisture is not, and it's not over the state of Florida. So we're not going to see any rainfall today. We'll see a lot of blue sky, and it should be a very pretty evening in terms of sunset and sky color and all that sort of thing. Humidity, though, at the surface will be increasing, and you'll notice that. 70 degrees by 9 a.m., 73 degrees by 12 noon. As we head into the 3 p.m. hour, it'll be kind of toasty out there, coming in about 85 degrees. 82 by 7 p.m., get a little bit of a sea breeze coast to the coast, making the coast a little bit cooler. Inland temperatures maybe a little warmer. Sunny with higher humidity throughout the day. So back to the west, we have some colder air sinking southward. We have an active jet stream running between the area of cool air and warm air aloft. And that is going to help trigger off showers and thunderstorms again today on the open plains and moving into areas of the heartland. There's an area of low pressure beginning to develop, and that frontal boundary pushed to the east will take our high pressure ridge, which has been providing us with such beautiful weather, and kind of nudge it out into the Atlantic. Now, when that happens, when that high moves out into the Atlantic, our winds start to twist more out of the southeast and eventually even southwest by tomorrow. What that will do will be to really spike our humidities tomorrow, and I think most people would agree that tomorrow afternoon is going to feel a little bit on the humid side. That sets the stage for showers and thunderstorms on Sunday as this frontal boundary approaches. Now, tomorrow we're going to get some pretty big thunder boomers on the northern Gulf Coast, and that could produce some travel delays for the Atlanta airport late in the day tomorrow. So if you are traveling to Atlanta tomorrow, keep that in the back of your mind. Sunny today, higher humidity, stormy Sunday. It's a First Alert weather day. Good time to download your First Alert weather app, the ABC 7 First Alert app. You go to your app store, search that, and make sure that if you already have it on your phone that the alerts are activated, because Sunday could be a busy day. Cooler next week, though. After that front moves through, that cooler, drier air back to the west moves in, and we're in for an extended period of beautiful weather. Just got to get through Sunday. Titan radar quiet across the state right now. Here's the severe storm outlook for today, and you can see this area in brown. That is an enhanced risk of severe weather for today. Tomorrow on Saturday, that moves a little bit further to the east and the northern Gulf Coast, as I mentioned. Then on Sunday, it moves to our area, and that could be adjusted with time to become an even greater risk, mostly in the form of gusty winds and damaging winds. So we'll watch for that. We'll let you know. We'll evolve it with time. Be sure and tune in, and we'll give you updates as needed. Southwest wind at about 5 to 10 this evening, and the forecast calls for quiet today, warm tomorrow, and humid. Sunday, that First Alert weather day, good chance of showers and thunderstorms in the second half of the day. Sunday morning will be okay. Sunday afternoon, not so much. The front clears, temperatures fall, and the rest of next work week looks beautiful. Back to you.
All right, thanks, John. That was a wonderful list of all those sunshiny things. We are loving that. Outside, traffic is actually not too bad. You can be loving that this morning as well. Do have some slowdowns right there on State Road 70 between 75 and 41 and 301. Kind of in that area, it's a little busy in Manatee County. Farther south in Sarasota County, those roads aren't looking too bad. We have been talking to you about that spot right there around Bee Ridge and 75, that interchange. On the eastbound lane, there still is a stalled vehicle right there. Eastbound lane of Bee Ridge Road, there's a stalled vehicle right there at I-75. Farther south in the area, those roads are actually pretty congestion-free still this morning. Not too much there for your morning commute if you're headed south. Farther south again, looking pretty clear out there this morning at 6:15. That is your first alert traffic. Well, every once in a while you're in this job, we are reminded of how blessed we get to be to meet people that are doing amazing things and even meet an American hero here and there. This is one of those times. The crew of the show Military Makeover on Lifetime have been in Bradenton all this week, giving one deserving veteran's home a much-needed makeover. Welcome to the set of Military Makeover. The show has come here on location in Bradenton, and the idea is simple: to give one deserving veteran and their family the home makeover of a lifetime.
First, meet Art Edmonds. He's one of the hosts of the show.
Military Makeover is a show that helps wounded, disabled veterans give a complete home makeover at no cost to them.
The deserving Army veteran that lives here was on his third tour of duty in Iraq when his unit was ambushed. They were hit by an IED that left him permanently blind.
Well, this is the first veteran that I've worked with that had 100% blindness, and that's a new thing for me. I've never done a home where having to take those things into consideration. So we reached out to some of our partners to bring in some new technology like voice-activated lighting and outlets and stuff like that.
We're taking into account flooring changes so you can feel it underfoot, some handrail guides, and one of our groups, they're doing a whole smart room technology thing. So think about it. Voice activation. You don't have to find anything to turn it on. You just say it and it's done.
On set today is special guest host Marcus Luttrell. The former Navy SEAL received the Purple Heart and the Distinguished Navy Cross. His story was told in the movie Lone Survivor. His mission these days, helping his fellow veterans.
If one of us is in trouble, we're gonna, they call, we haul. It wasn't any big deal for me to come up here and do this. Absolutely. I mean, I never even thought twice about it.
The mission here for everyone teaming up and working on this project all this week is to make this veteran's house feel once again like his home.
At the end of the day, it's when you let your guard down. All your armor's off. Fall asleep in there, and I mean, it's the people that you love and that love you. So I think the greatest thing that you can do to help out a veteran is put a roof over their head.
Oh, I still have goosebumps. That was an amazing moment to meet. Now, today, the public reveal is at 2 o'clock in Bradenton. They want everybody to come out this location. We're going to put it out today on mysuncoast.com if you want to be there. It's like they're bringing in banners and a fire truck, and it's going to be like, move that bus kind of moment where they move, and then the family finally gets to see the house. But it is amazing the things that they're doing in this house. The floor, so he can tell what room he's in. They took his, the county, they have some veterinary services. They've taken care of his service dog as well and make sure all their animals are up to date. So amazing, wonderful, generous donations from the area as well.
She was so excited she called me afterwards.
I know. I've been talking about this all week long. I'm so excited, but we'd love to go out there today as well. Well, Movie Maker magazine calls it one of the coolest film festivals in the world. For 20 years, the Sarasota Film Festival has just continued to grow.
It starts tonight with a preview. Our Marla Spence joins us live in the studio.
Hey, Marla.
Hey, good morning, guys. Well, today is the big day. It's all here. For 9 days, theaters across the city will be packed and with film fanatics for this year's Sarasota Film Festival. Now, thousands will be enjoying this year's festival at theaters like Hollywood Connection, the Art Ovation Hotel, and the Sarasota Opera House. Now, close to 232 short and feature films from 48 countries are on display this year. 14 of them are from here locally, film directors and also producers. Now, this is also a great year, exceptional year exactly for music and film, comedic films.
We really try to focus on bringing levity, to the arts and to the global situation right now. So we're focusing on female comedic directors, and there's a full sidebar. I believe it includes 8 films that are directed by women and funny in all kinds of different ways.
some big names will also be in Sarasota. Director Eric Stoltz will be featuring his film Classic Act during the opening night, and many of you may know him from his work in Pulp Fiction, Chicago, and even the movie Mask. Opening night starts at 6 this evening at the Sarasota Opera House. Back to you guys.
Yeah, I'll be out there on the red carpet. Should be fun. Eric Stoltz was great in Mask.
He was amazing, and Pulp
Great
Fiction.
movie.
He was so good. I'm excited to see the Fred Rogers documentary, Mr. Rogers. Thank you, Marla. Good stuff.
All right.
Nice to see you in studio, too.
Yes.
So shocking. She's real, folks.
Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
The 2017 tax return deadline is just 4 days away. But if you're the opposite of a procrastinator and you want a head start on next year's returns, we do have a few tips.
Here's a peek outside our window. A nice day shaping up. Should be a high of 85 degrees today and plenty of sunshine. We're living in paradise, and you're watching Good Morning Suncoast.
My name is Stephen Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been injured in an accident, whether or not it's your fault, your insurance company might be responsible for some of your expenses. So give us a call. We've got your back.
Did you know you could get life insurance in just a few minutes? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with just a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, TrueStage guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you. TrueStage cares for you the same way you care for your family. In fact, TrueStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-809-8372 now. Any amount of protection can help, and you are guaranteed to be accepted. In just a few minutes, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Getting life insurance can be fast and easy, and it could cost less than you think. Plus, your price will never increase, and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-809-8372 now for a free, no-obligation quote. It's fast and easy. Plus, you get TrueStage's 30-day satisfaction guarantee. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-809-8372 today.
When money's tight and emergencies arise, CashNetUSA.com is available 24/7 to deliver quick loans for approved customers when they need it the most.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Choral Artists of Sarasota presents Saints and Singers. The powerful voices of the 40 choral artist singers are joined by acclaimed mezzo-soprano Amy Jo Connors, performing John Rutter's arrangements of such beloved spirituals as Joshua Fit the Battle of Jericho, When the Saints Go Marching In, and more. The concert also features medleys highlighting hits from Broadway and the sublime music of Cole Porter. Sunday, April 15th, 7:30 p.m. at First Church, Sarasota. Tickets and info are at choralartistsarasota.org or by calling 387-4900.
Welcome back. It is 6:23. Whether you've already filed your taxes or not this year, we've got some tips that can help you get ready for next year's taxes.
Yeah, the new tax law doesn't have an effect on this year's return 2017, but there are a few differences for next year you should be aware of. ABC's Rebecca Jarvis has some important tips for us.
You may have already noticed more money in your paycheck this year thanks to the new tax law. But as you get ready to file your 2017 tax return, keep in mind that most of those changes don't affect your 2017 return. Although you may be able to deduct more of your medical expenses than you have in prior years thanks to a lower threshold in 2017 and 2018. Itemized deductions aren't changing for 2017, but for 2018, there are some big changes. The current standard deduction for those who don't itemize is $6,350 for an individual. But Kathy Pickering, executive director of the Tax Institute at H&R Block, says for next year,
they increased the standard deduction
And they really expanded the child tax credit. So now a married filing joint couple gets a standard deduction of $24,000.
But the new tax law puts a cap on deducting state and local taxes.
For people who pay state or local income tax, have real estate and personal property taxes, that amount has been capped at $10,000 of what you can deduct.
A change that could affect many Americans, especially in those higher tax states.
The top 5 states that are going to feel this the most are New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, California, and Maryland.
Also new in 2018, you will no longer be able to claim a deduction for unreimbursed business expenses like home office costs, union dues, or items required for your job. Tax preparation fees will also no longer be deductible. Rebecca Jarvis, ABC News, New York.
A community in Ohio now wants answers after the bizarre death of a teen in the parking lot of his school.
He was crushed inside his own car while calling 911. Gio Benitez has the story.
In this morning's GMA First Look, questions about how a 16-year-old got stuck in the backseat of a van, crushing his chest. According to prosecutors, Kyle Plush was found in his Honda Odyssey Tuesday. The Cincinnati Enquirer reporting that he was kneeling on the third seat trying to get tennis equipment from the back when, according to a law enforcement source, the seat flipped over onto the floor of the cargo area, trapping him upside down. Plush managed to call 911, but said he couldn't hear the dispatcher. Police started looking for someone in distress in the area, but didn't find him. 10 minutes later, according to police, the teen called 911 again with his location, the school parking lot. Police say another dispatcher who took that second call did not pass on the information to the officers on scene. And we'll have more on this tragedy coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Gio Benitez, ABC News, New York.
How would you describe the perfect dinner? It's perfectly fresh, perfectly measured, perfectly seasoned. That's why Plated is perfect for you. Unforgettable dinners you can cook at home week after week. Go to plated.com/order and get 25% off your first 4 weeks. See how easy and fun it is to make a dinner that's beautifully cooked, shared, and enjoyed. Go to plated.com/order and get 25% off your first 4 weeks.
Advil presents a big breakthrough in pain relief. Advil Liquigels Minis, a mighty small pill with concentrated power that works at liquid speed. You'll ask, what pain? Advil Liquigels Minis.
My healthy routine helps me feel my best, so I add Activia yogurt to my day. With its billions of live and active probiotics, Activia may help support my digestive health, so I can take on my day. Activia, now in probiotic dailies.
Motor Trend said the new Alfa Romeo Giulia is hands down the best sports sedan you can buy today. And named it the 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year. Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Our overall experience working with California Closets was phenomenal.
Calm, reassuring.
Through happenstance, we ended up paired with our designer, Jen. She was someone who not only was patient, someone who was professional. She's become extended family.
She had great insight to help direct me towards those things that could make our dreams come true.
We are the Greens, and this is our California Closet story.
So, how many of us feel completely confident about our financial future? Let's hear some specifics. Yes, go ahead.
I don't want to be a burden to my kids. When my husband died, it took almost all of our savings to give him a proper funeral. I honestly don't know if there's enough to bury me, let alone cover expenses should something happen.
Okay. Let's talk solutions. One thing you may want to get in place is a guaranteed whole life insurance policy from United of Omaha Life Insurance Company, which is a Mutual of Omaha company. This is affordable coverage, which provides a cash payment which can cover funeral expenses, bills, and other financial needs. Most payments are on their way within 24 hours. Yes, sir.
I need medical exams, things like that.
No medical exams. If you're between the ages of 45 and 85, you can call this number or you can go online and apply for coverage up to $25,000. United of Omaha guaranteed whole life insurance. Call or go online now.
When you are home alone, an emergency can become a tragedy. However, with any of Life Alert's 3 emergency systems, help can be summoned immediately, whether in the bathroom,
I've fallen in the shower.
at home,
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
and on the go.
Help! I've fallen in the park and I can't get up.
Don't worry, help is on the way.
Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-518-0221. That's 1-800-518-0221. Call now, 1-800-518-0221. For a free brochure, call 1-800-518-0221.
Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC 7 shows on your streaming device.
When evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
We're taking strong action to secure our border, stop illegal immigration, and restore the rule of law.
More National Guard troops now in place at the Mexican border. Just how much of an increase in presence is there this morning?
Some Verizon customers waking up without service today. We'll tell you what happened last night from Tampa Bay all the way down to Punta Gorda.
Plus, it's one of the best film festivals in the country. The 20th annual Sarasota Film Festival officially kicks off tonight. Those stories and more right now on Good Morning Suncoast.
You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6:30.
Good morning to you. It is 6:30 on this Friday the morning, but not any Friday morning. It is Friday the 13th. It's going to be the luckiest day ever for everyone. Buy some lottery tickets today. Just don't walk under ladders.
Counterintuitive, as they say.
Let's do all the other stuff that will bring us good luck today, right?
That's worth a try.
Let's try that approach.
Another nice day on tap, John Scalzi.
Yeah, it looks pretty good for us today, Ray. We're going to have increasing humidity, though. I think you'll notice that as our winds start to shift more southerly. But it's tomorrow when the humidity really spikes, and most people will probably feel it might be a little bit uncomfortable tomorrow afternoon, especially as our temperatures are going to be up there in the mid-80s both today and tomorrow. Cooper in central Sarasota comes in with 64 degrees. Becky in Old Mayaca, our cooler place, normally comes in with 56 degrees. Not a drop of rain on radar anywhere. You won't see any today. You won't see any tomorrow either. Our satellite view will look much the same tomorrow. That is with lots of blue sky out there. Temperatures, as I mentioned, most everywhere running in the mid-60s. A little bit warmer than it was yesterday. And we'll top it out this afternoon, much warmer, coming in around 85. We will have a chance over the weekend of seeing severe weather. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Good deal. Talk to you soon. There's the roads right now. Manatee County, some buildup on 301 northbound as you head toward downtown. Otherwise, not too bad so far. That'll change as the morning progresses. Checking farther north now, we'll find out that there is a little problem there on Clark Road still. There's a problem with a road at Fox Run Road, an obstruction in that area on Clark Road that continues. Otherwise, the earlier issue on Bee Ridge has since cleared up. And then checking farther south, we'll see a little blip there at the bend at 41 southbound as you head down toward Northport. Here's a live look now at Sarasota's Bayfront Park, where the Embracing Our Differences exhibit is now on display. It features 45 billboard-size works of art. The mission is to help inspire and promote diversity. It's been going on now for 15 years on the Bayfront, and it continues this year until June the 1st. If you are on Verizon, you might have been one of thousands that lost coverage last night.
It was a rough couple hours. Did you feel a little cut off last night? Yes, missing phone calls, your texting thumb, didn't know what to do? Well, you were not alone. Thousands of Verizon wireless customers were affected by the outages, all the way from the Tampa-St. Pete area to just south of Punta Gorda. Now, for most of last night and still early this morning, I think mine kind of came back around 2:45, phones with Verizon service were unable to make calls or get texts or even get online. Now, some service has started to be restored as of early this morning. If yours isn't back just yet, you are urged to use landlines if you have an emergency. Now, so far, Verizon is saying about the outage that they are aware. Their engineers, of course, are working to get it fixed and back everybody online as soon as possible.
All right, 6:34 right now. It's not the long-promised border wall, but it certainly is a stronger presence, as reporter John Lawrence tells us now. National Guard troops are in place.
National Guard troops are settling in along the border that separates the U.S. from Mexico.
We're taking strong action to secure our border, stop illegal immigration, and restore the rule of law.
Texas has already deployed hundreds to the area, and more are expected to be added over the next few weeks.
This operation is necessary in order to deal with what has been an escalation of cross-border traffic.
The troops will help from the air and ground, acting as an extra set of eyes for ICE officers.
Now, the National Guard is playing a complementary role to aid and support what the Border Patrol is doing.
In addition to Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California have also pledged to send troops to the border. California Governor Jerry Brown said the 400 members from his state would not build the wall or enforce federal immigration laws. But President Trump still expressed gratitude to Brown for agreeing to participate, calling it a good move for the safety of the country.
I've ordered each United States Attorney's Office along the southwest border to have a zero-tolerance policy toward illegal entry. Our goal is to prosecute every case that is brought to us.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Now, this isn't the first time President George W. Bush and President Obama both sent guardsmen to the southern border during their terms as well.
Well, Movie Maker magazine calls it one of the coolest film festivals in the world. For the past 20 years, the Sarasota Film Festival has just continued to grow year after year.
It certainly has. We've watched it. It starts again tonight. Our Marla Spence joins us now with the preview. Marla.
In studio, welcome.
Good morning, guys. Today is going to be a very excited day for so many people who just love films and they love movies and all that's what's going on in the film community. Now, today, the 20th Sarasota Film Festival is starting. Between 6,000 to 12,000 people will be in attendance, and for 9 days, Hollywood 11, the Art Ovation Hotel, and the Sarasota Opera House will be packed with people enjoying this year's event. Now, filmmakers, movie directors, actors, producers, and people who just love films will be coming from 48 different countries. There will also be a handful of world premieres that are starring some big names. Now tonight, the festival is kicking off at the Sarasota Opera House at 6 this evening. Close to 232 short and feature films will be on display this year. So a great night for everyone here in Sarasota and people traveling from all across the country.
This is a big one all over the world, really. They have almost over 40 different countries, people from films that are bringing all over the world.
These movies get sold out very quickly, too.
Yeah, they do.
Yep.
And you mentioned Eric Stoltz from Pulp Fiction and Mask. He's going to be in town. John Hader, Napoleon Dynamite. He's going to be in town. We're going to be talking with him Monday morning as well. So got a great lineup this year.
Thanks, Marla.
Yep.
Well, in a related story now, a former Suncoast resident who now lives in Hollywood is back this weekend to debut a short film she produced at the Sarasota Film Festival. Chelsea Gonzalez graduated from Out of Door Academy, went on to Syracuse University as well. She now lives in Hollywood. She's appeared in a number of shows like The Mindy Project, Castle, Criminal Minds. She says it's actually a dream come true to come back to Sarasota and have her own film in a local festival.
I love festivals and films, and I've been getting into a bunch of them with my film, which is really exciting. But my number one was that I wanted it to be able to bring it to Sarasota and show it to all the people that, you know, got me inspired to be in the entertainment industry in the first place.
I'll bring a stat.
And I will
Her 7-minute film is called Suzanne and the Man. It's seen right here. It's about her experience as a woman in Hollywood. She calls it the theme is about men who over-explain everything. She calls it mansplaining. You've heard of that before?
I have heard about that, Ray Collins.
No, not here. It's in the
Okay.
Film Fest tomorrow at 6:15 and also Sunday at 7:45. The Film Fest again starts tonight in downtown Sarasota at the Opera House.
A Venice man will spend the rest of his life in prison for a double murder. John Allen Lee was sentenced yesterday after the jury came back with a 9-3 vote in favor of the death penalty. A vote, however, must be unanimous for the death penalty. This was the third time that Lee was tried in this case. Previous trials resulted in a mistrial, a conviction that was overturned, but now the jury convicted him of murdering his ex-girlfriend Tracy Nabergall and friend Jason Salter.
Well, here's your chance to help name a new school in eastern Manatee County. Next week, the district will host a town hall about the new school. Thursday, 6 p.m. cafeteria at Buffalo Creek Middle School. The meeting will also kick off the process of selecting a name. The new school is scheduled to open in August of 2019 on 115th Avenue East. Now that should say Parish, not Palmetto.
A new hotel is opening up in just a few hours on Bahia Vista Street. Today, Dutchman Hospitality is holding a grand opening and a ribbon-cutting ceremony for Carlisle in a new hotel in the Amish Pinecraft community. The 98-room hotel includes a pool, a spa, a gym. If you're interested, you can actually take a tour of the hotel right after the ribbon cutting this morning at 11.
Also happening today, the start of the annual Shark's Tooth Festival in Venice. You can enjoy Shark's Tooth digs, live music, and food. Where Shark Tooth digs?
Well, you're digging in there to, like in the sand, to find the shark's teeth,
right.
like you could do on the beach in Venice, because it's the shark tooth capital of the world. Just saying.
It's at the Venice Airport grounds. Benefits Special Olympics. It runs today through Sunday, and hopefully Sunday's weather will cooperate.
It is, and that's one of our favorite places, the beach there. That's right by Sharky's, right down the road. You can find some great sharks too.
Oh, yeah, good
very
spot.
cool. Good digging spot. Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, we've got the latest in your first alert weather and traffic. Plus,
the road to the Stanley Cup is underway. We'll have highlights of last night's Game 1 of the Devils and the Lightning.
Go Bolts!
Yeah. There's a live shot outside. Oh, that's the White House.
Oh, it's so lit up now. It's warm. It's welcome. What's it going to be? What's the temperature going to be there, Ray? Didn't you have in the,
yes,
in the 60s?
It's 63 there now, a high of 81 later on today.
Not too bad. What's it going to be like around here, John Scalzi?
85 today for a daytime high, and a little bit more humid, but still no rainfall in the forecast. Morning commute's great. All the weather boxes are unchecked this morning, as there will be no issues, but it is a little bit warmer, so your morning commute features a temperature of 60s, upper 60s as you head out the door, and then mid-80s on the way home. As far as the airport hubs go, they're all running on time, according to the FAA that serve the Sarasota International Airport, Sarasota Bradenton International Airport. We'll have the complete forecast for you coming up in a few.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do-it-yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Fun for the whole family, the 26th Annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, benefiting special athletes of Sarasota County, fossil vendors, arts and crafts, food, children's games, and live entertainment with headliners the Gator Creek Band on Friday night, Rockin' Rogues, Maiden Cane, Glass Onion, Kettle of Fish, Paisley Craze, and the Boogeymen. Admission $4, children 12 and under free. Parking is free. The annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, April 13th, 14th, and 15th at the Venice Airport Festival Grounds.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Get to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota for big savings during the spring sales event. Shop the area's largest selection of new 2018 Jeep Wranglers, or get the most awarded SUV of all time, a new Jeep Cherokee, for as little as $19,999. Find the path to your next great adventure in the all-new Jeep Compass for just $17,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota.
Florida Studio Theater presents Blue Suede Shoes, celebrating the birth of rock and roll. From the father of rock and roll, Chuck Berry, to the king himself, Elvis Presley, this musical review features such great hits as Rock Around the Clock, Mustang Sally, Johnny Be Good, and of course, Blue Suede Shoes. Critics are calling Blue Suede Shoes a burst of rock history, dynamic and high voltage. Audiences are calling it phenomenal. Blue Suede Shoes has been held over by popular demand. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
CashNet USA is trusted by over 2 million customers.
Perfect. When I lean back, I trust that you will be there to catch me.
Okay, bad idea, bad idea.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Now your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
65-degree air temperature, up about 7 degrees from where we were just 24 hours ago. That due to that southerly component to the east-southeast wind we now have. And our dew point values have responded accordingly. They're up from about 48 degrees yesterday to 62 now. And we are on our way to a dew point, I think, this afternoon close to the 70-degree mark. So what's that mean? Well, the higher the dew point, the more humid the air is and the more uncomfortable a lot of people might think it feels as we head into dew points that are in the 70s. Most everybody would agree that it's humid. Some people might like that. Some people most likely don't, including me. But that is where we are headed, into dew points near 70 by tomorrow. 85 degrees our daytime high temperature by around 3 p.m. this afternoon. Plenty of sunshine around. No rainfall for the period. 83 degrees by 7 p.m., 72 by midnight. You'll wake up tomorrow morning with a temperature of about 67 degrees. And again, tomorrow should be rain-free as well. Sunny, higher humidity. That's the name of the game for the next 24 hours as a high-pressure ridge, which has been bringing us fair weather, is pushed out into the Atlantic and causes our winds to shift. Why is it pushed? By a frontal boundary, a trough of low pressure in the upper atmosphere, and its surface reflection, this relatively strong cold front advancing to the east. It'll kick off severe weather in parts of the northern Gulf Coast by tomorrow. And some of that severe weather may move into our area as we head into Sunday and that front approaches the state of Florida. High pressure brings us that southerly wind flow, increasing humidity not only today, but especially tomorrow. You'll feel a real spike in humidity tomorrow afternoon. Sunny, higher humidity, stormy on Sunday, and then cooler next week as that front moves through, significantly cooler. Here's the forecast. Through today, it looks pretty good. I don't really see much of a problem for today. Maybe a few fair weather clouds in inland areas, but other than that, lots of sunshine around today. Now, tomorrow, we stay rain-free, but as we head into tomorrow evening, we start to cloud up just a little bit. Then on Sunday, we'll watch that frontal boundary approach, especially in the second half of the day into the evening. And some of the storms, as I mentioned, could contain gusty winds, even damaging winds. So we are looking at the potential for severe weather, which means wind gusts in excess of 50, 60 miles an hour across the region, as well as the potential for some hail and some small isolated tornadoes, though tornadoes is a much lower threat than just the gusty winds. Here's the severe storm outlook from the Severe Storm Prediction Center. Today, a bullseye of severe weather in parts of the deep south and into the heartland. Then tomorrow, solidly in the mid-south, moving into the Atlanta region later in the day. Could be airport delays because of severe weather near Atlanta. Then on Sunday, that severe weather threat moves into Florida and includes our area with a slight risk currently of severe weather. That's not the lowest risk, but it is not the highest risk either. That may be refined, and our chance of severe weather may be going up as we get closer to Sunday and that forecast is tweaked. So a 7-day forecast calls for 85 degrees for today. Tomorrow, 85 degrees. Should be a nice day tomorrow, just a little bit more humid. And then as we head into Sunday, boaters, take caution. You'll start off the day without much of a stormy feel to the air, but the winds will be picking up. So it won't be a good boating day on Sunday. And then in the afternoon and into the evening, we could see some severe weather. It's a first alert weather day. As the front moves through, we cool off. Check out Monday's temperature, 68 degrees, about 12 degrees below the average for this time of year. And in fact, the rest of next work week looks beautiful. Back to you.
All right, thanks, John. Let's take a look outside your first alert traffic this morning. Starting to see some slowdowns on those bridges like we normally do right around this time of the morning in Manatee County. Definitely some slowdowns on 301 going southbound. Those roads are starting to get a little bit busy as they tend to do around this time of the day too. Sarasota County, there is one little blip right there on Clark Road that you want to know about. There's a Fox Run Road. There's an obstruction on the road in Sarasota. It's been obstructed for a while. We're not exactly sure what is on the road, but there's something in the road and it is causing a slowdown there. Fox Run Road, that is in Sarasota County. Farther south, those roads are still looking pretty good. Starting to see some slowdowns on 41 as you head a little farther south in the area as well. Nothing too major to see a little bit farther south. 649, that is your first alert traffic.
Well, since you are up already, chances are you're not a night owl, and that's good for your health. Here's why. A new study suggests people who stay up late won't live as long as early birds like us. The study tracked almost 500,000 adults in the UK over 6.5 years. They found that people who stay up later tend to have worse health issues. If you're in the group that enjoys late evenings, you'll want to make efforts to maintain a healthy lifestyle like eating healthy, exercising, and getting enough sleep.
Well, 2 words this morning, go Bolts. The road to the Stanley Cup is officially underway, and the Tampa Bay Lightning are proving that they are in it to win it. They beat the New Jersey Devils at the Amalie Arena last night 5-2 in the first round of the NHL playoffs. Andrej Pele scored the first goal of the night on a backhand shot. Tyler Johnson, he followed up with his first goal of the playoffs. Now, the Devils, they did fight hard to come back with 2 goals, but fell a little short. They're going to be battling out again tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock at Amalie Arena. And according to the arena's website, there are still tickets available.
Wow.
I told you earlier that our producer, Catherine, is from New Jersey, so she and I have a little bet going.
Yeah.
Whichever team scores the most points between last night's and then tomorrow's game, the loser has to buy the winner lots of coffee on Monday morning.
I had to MC an event last night at Selby Gardens. I was checking the phone between introductions.
Right.
203032. Oh no.
You're like, oh, Verizon service down. No.
It was slow, that's why.
Yeah.
Still ahead, your top 7 before 7.
We're going to take a look at your first alert weather and traffic as you get ready for the day. What plus Big Show from the 90s is making a comeback. We've got it for you next.
Choral Artists of Sarasota presents Saints and Singers. The powerful voices of the 40 choral artist singers are joined by acclaimed mezzo-soprano Amy Jo Connors, performing John Rutter's arrangements of such beloved spirituals as Joshua Fit the Battle of Jericho, When the Saints Go Marching In, and more. The concert also features medleys highlighting hits from Broadway and the sublime music of Cole Porter. Sunday, April 15th, 7:30 p.m. at First Church, Sarasota. Tickets and info are at choralartistsarasota.org or by calling 387-4900.
The La Musica International Chamber Music Festival, the annual celebration of a distinctive cultural gem in Sarasota, with renowned musicians from around the world. April 9th through April 18th at the Sarasota Opera House. Visit lamusicafestival.org, click on Festival, open tickets, and get your seats now.
My California Closets designer is a rock star. She was able to design the most beautiful space for me. When I turn the lights on, it's breathtaking. La! It's just a little slice of organized heaven. The California Closet team was so professional, so reliable. It was seriously a dream come true. My name is Jill, and this is my California Closet story.
Rugs as Art. You know the name, you know the building, but do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore, but there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as Art and more. There is so much more to explore.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights.
It is 6:54. That means it's time to get you ready for the day.
Here are the top 7, starting with John Scalzi's look at Friday the 13th.
So we are looking at a severe weather day, possibly on Sunday. Keep that in the back of your mind. Could be a first alert weather afternoon on Sunday. Sunny, though, today and rain-free. That includes tomorrow as well, but increasing humidity tomorrow. Then we'll wait Sunday, especially in the afternoon. Could be a first alert weather day with severe weather. Keep your app handy. Back to you.
All right, John, number 2, checking first alert traffic. No problems right now across the Suncoast. This is a look at Manatee County. Smooth and clear so far as you head out the day. Now, number 3.
All right, it is a big day for film lovers around the area. The 20th Annual Film Festival kicks off today. We've got a list of where you can see all these movies, plus a link to the festival lineup at mysuncoast.com.
Number 4, a new hotel opens up this morning on Bay of Vista near Beneva and Pinecrest. Grand opening set 11 a.m. for the Carlisle Inn in Sarasota.
Number 5, the annual Shark's Tooth Festival in Venice kicks off today. There's shark teeth digs, music, and much more. It's all at the Venice Airport grounds. It runs through Sunday, and it benefits the Special Olympics.
Number 6, the Lightning off to a good start. They beat the Devils last night in Game 1, 5-2. Game 2 is tomorrow in Tampa.
And number 7, what is trending today? Well, there has been Will and Grace, Roseanne, Full House. Now, the latest show to be making a comeback right there. One of my favorites, Helen Hunt, Paul Reiser. They have both just signed on for a reboot of Mad About You. Entertainment Weekly says they both signed contracts for the reboot, but it hasn't been sold to a network just yet. My question for you guys this morning, what favorite show from the past would you like to see make a comeback?
Rescue Me.
Rescue Me?
The Office.
Lost in Space.
Yeah.
And Netflix is doing it.
Paul Reiser was in Sarasota for the film festival 10 years ago.
Oh, excellent.
A chance to meet him.
All comes full circle.
Yes, 6:56 right now. Enjoy your weekend. Sarasota Open Tennis starts tomorrow as well.
That is right. Film festival tonight. Go see good movies. Good Morning America is up next.